Hey, it's Kate here, and I'd love to share my experience and thoughts on what it's like to work with Joanne and Toon. First of all, I'm going to say it's really, really hard to put it into words. I've known Jo since 2011. I met her at a conference where she was speaking, and over the years we've stayed in touch. I've seen her speak a number of times. I've been to her workshops. I've trained under her. And I've also done multiple one-on-one coaching sessions with Jo. Now, again, it's so hard. Like, how do you say what you really think of someone and put that adequately into words? Jo genuinely loves and cares about the planet, and you can so tell that every time you speak to her. Like, she just really wants to get out there and serve people and help them to transform their way through the bullshit, as she says, and get on and live a meaningful and inspired life. Jo is 100% about empowering people to make their own decisions, and certainly for me, she's helped me to learn how to understand my intuition, trust in myself a lot more, and trust in myself to the point where everybody in the outside world might be going, no, you shouldn't do that, that's silly. But I've come to know my intuition and know myself through working with Jo. And more importantly, like, she's helped me to gain the courage to actually trust that inner voice and act on it, even when the consequences can be quite severe. So that's been one of the biggest things that I've got from Jo. I love that we've kept in touch over the years. Like I said, I email her consistently, and even if there's something going on, I might email her and go, hey, this is going on, and she'll get back to me right away and provide an insight or, inspiring, encouraging words of encouragement, and just to keep going. And that for me is a rare gift that somebody has, like a rare trait, and it's always genuine with her. So, like, I know that if I'm having a challenge, no matter what it is, I know that Jo can assist me to work through that, because everything happens in our mind is reflected out into the world. So I love that I have that support person on call who can assist me through whatever's going on. So for you, if you're going through a challenge or something you can't quite get a grip on, I encourage you to go and give Jo a call and see if working with her is for you. I know from my own experience, every time I've got some form or some level of transformation, and you might do a session and the transformation happens 6 minutes later or 6 months later, like whatever, and you go, oh, okay, it's because of that session that I cleared that pattern or whatever, and now it's no longer a trigger or an issue for me. So working with Jo is the best gift that you can give yourself. I know for me, it's the best investment that I've made in my own growth and creating a life that I absolutely love. I know that when I first met Jo, my life was a complete 360 to where it is now. I still have challenges going on at the moment, but because of the tools and the skills that Jo has taught me, rather than hating on my life and hating on the challenge that I'm going through, I've learned to look at it through a different perspective and have the attitude of, well, challenges in life happens, and it's not what happens to me, it's how I perceive it. And Jo has definitely ingrained that into my brain over the hundreds of hours that we've spent together. So Jo, I love you to bits. Thank you so much for the service that you give and offer to the planet. Thank you for being you. Thank you for encouraging all of us to be ourselves and go out and do the best we can for the people on the planet. And I look forward to working with you over the years, and I know that I will be working with you for the rest of my life.